Instead, we try to hide it, commodify it, monopolize it, then we gotta buy it from outsiders we never trusted. From Congos to break beats to symphonies to deep bass. That's from Chuck Brown to heat waves to MPs. Cut down and replay the MCs. They give us now a keepsake. To keepsake, it's a tough sound, a weak link. Deep fakes, give it up now or meet fate. No metaphor in the form of food, it's real soul. Not getting credit for the culture, getting real old. Not too many things in life that I would for. Give it up or give it up, I'm getting real close.
Let's bring out the starters for Young Philadelphia 76ers.
Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
And the starting group for Chicago. They've got Nikola Vucevic, who's Ellis out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Ball, and it's White in at the shooting guard position. Now here's George. On target from range.
Yeah, just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
Giddey against George. Giddey into the lane. And oh, he just slams it over Paul George.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
And Giddey has got the ball here for the Bulls. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Yeah, converting through contact there. Maxey's showing great body control.
For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
And out of bounds, it'll be Chicago ball. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to catch up with Nick Nurse. And one of their main defensive focuses, Nikola Vucevic. Coach telling me that Vuce has the big body, plus he can really shoot it, but they really emphasized boxing him out. Nikola is great at converting misses into second chance points. Boxing out, it's back to basics, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Going inside, yes, it's good.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Outside White. Giddey finds Vucevic. Over Oubre. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Vucevic with a steal. Here's Ball. Paul George pulls down the board. And they've been producing at a high level.
No.
Wow.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Here's Ball. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go from deep. Giddey. That shot off. Philadelphia leading by 6. Here's Oubre. Pass to Grimes. And here's Oubre. George for 3. Knocks down the long J. George has got 6 points.
Such a pure scorer. If George finds his shot, it's almost as good as in.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players can learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
Pass to Buzelis to end the drought. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
A mistake by the defense. You can't let Ball's teammates get open because he will find them.
Oh, and the dunk by George.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. And so here is Chicago. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Here's White. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, as a guard like White, you need to score inside. Force teams to respect you everywhere.
And George with the jam.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Pass to Buzelis. The three is up. Rebound by the 76ers.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Maxey. And a nice finish on the layup.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Here's Buzelis. Here's Vucevic. Paul George pulls it in. The Sixers lead by 10. Stolen. White looking it over. Hits the trifecta. White's got 5 now.
And I like how White shot it with confidence. He's reliable beyond the arc.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He wants to review the game plan. And we've got 1:18 left in the opening quarter. Maxey with it. DeSumo picks him up. Maxey passes to Edwards. Back to Maxey. Jacks up a 3. Drains the triple. He's got 7.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
Now here's Jones. Chalk up 2 there.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
And Maxey's got the ball here for Philadelphia. They're leading by 8. And here's Edwards outside. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of it.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Charity stripe shot. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Jones has got his second basket.
Boy, oh boy. Both teams lighting it up to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Philadelphia. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be right back with you shortly. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the 76ers?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
We've got Edwards, Butler out there with Joel Embiid, and it's McCain in at the 2. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Giddey. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
And here's Edwards outside. Pass to McCain. Fires the three. Another three for Philadelphia.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing. Well, he can play the four because he gets off the ground so well.
Here's Butler. Shakes off strong D and gets to the bucket for 2 points. Butler's got 5 points.
Impressive. I mean, challenging at the rim against length. You just have to love the aggressiveness.
Yeah, showing absolutely zero fear as he goes right at the bigger defender.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Joel Embiid is setting records with his scoring. He said, when I get stuck into just being a scorer, that's not the best version of me. I like sharing the ball. As you've seen the last couple of years, the teams that have won, they move the ball. Nothing is static. So that's how we should play. Pretty simple, Brian.
Yeah, great understanding, right? Thanks, Allie. Smith finds Giddey. On the wing, Jones. Guarded by Edwards. Lets it go from 11. And that's good for 2. 6 points for him. Philadelphia leading by 22. And Edwards slams it in.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. For Chicago, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Sixers. Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball. Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the three.
Both teams will make substitutions. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. And that one's good. Giddey.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. And they got called for a 5-second violation. Out of bounds. Bulls ball as Chicago keeps possession.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Here's Ball. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
And how about the agility of Ball? Being quick and precise with his movements.
Maxey on the wing. 4-3. Buzelis grabs the board. The Bulls have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. And you look at Montas Buzelis. Size, touch, feel for the game too, Grant.
Oh, B.A., he's a connector. We all love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who will keep things moving.
Both free throws good from Giddey. Stan, it's hard to believe, but the Bulls have not won a playoff series since 2015.
Well, look, Brian, it's hard to win in this league. And when you're rebuilding, trying to find the mix that'll get you over the top is a difficult chore.
Long way from those Michael Jordan glory days.
Well, hey, you give him some daylight, he can knock it down.
Pass to Vucevic. Embiid against White. Outside Giddey. And he Jams it home with authority.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options. That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Here's Buzelis. Maxey covering. And Embiid with the block.
You have to be aware of Embiid at all times. He's an outstanding shot blocker. That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Here's Buzelis. Embiid covers. White, the pass to Vucevic. Shoots over Oubre. Up again. Tries yet again. Outside Giddey. The three from Ball. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Oubre. From deep three-point range. And it's Chicago with a board. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. They get the rebound. The kick out to White. Fires for 3. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And there it is for him. Grimes has got 7 points in the game.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Pass to Vucevic. Shoots over Embiid. And Vucevic gets it to go on the assist from Giddey. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Sixers ahead, running away with this one. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Joel, some fireworks early. What's going to be...
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter. After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. One guy who's been getting it done is Josh Giddey.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. And for Chicago, let's take a look. Lonzo Ball is out there with Kobe White. Then there's Nikola Vucevic. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Buzelis in at the power forward. Ball with it. Guarded now by George. Step back and fire. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Here's Grimes. And Philadelphia hits again from deep. And Giddey has got the ball here for the Bulls. Pass to Vucevic. There's Ball with a 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Now here's Maxey. Takes the 3. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 3 assists now in this one. Maxey's gone 3 of 4 from three-point land so far. Outside White. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Grant, how about Kobe White? Going from a bench player to one of the league leaders in minutes.
Yeah, Kobe played more than 35 minutes per game last season. Top 10 in the league. We saw White hit another level, so he has an exciting future in front of him.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Snatched up. Here's Vucevic. And at last, they get one to fall. Vucevic has got 6 points.
Getting points inside is no problem for Vucevic. He consistently finds these openings. Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Well, sometimes you just make shots. but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Pass to Vucevic. Back to White. Banked it in off the glass. He has 7.
You got to commend the concentration White showed there. He doesn't get thrown off kilter easily.
The 3, George. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Brian, the Sixers' 2 stars make a great pairing. Maxey said of Embiid, since I was a rookie, he's had the ultimate faith and believed in me. And Embiid said of Maxey, he's something else. Always smiling with the same energy. Good games, bad games, always the same. People like that set the tone for everybody else. Brian?
That's a good call, Allie. Thank you. The Bulls making a switch here. Williams is checked in.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. It's White with the drive, and the basket is good. White's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, at first, White shows the burst, then the control off the drive.
Here's Yabusele. Takes a 3. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
For Chicago, they've gone cold here in this third quarter, just 3 of 9. Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Grant.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And it just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
Yabusele, book that.
This team trusts Maxey to make good decisions with the ball.
Chicago has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Outside White. And that one is stuffed right through.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim. Here's Maxey. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Maxey's got 10 points here in the second half. The Bulls have gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
For Chicago, Smith comes in for Vucevic. And Ayo Dosunmu subbed in for Giddey. Ball against Butler. Ball passes to White. Nice shot from the wing. White's got 10 points in the quarter.
Laser focus from White. The moment that pass was headed to him, he was ready.
Pass to Butler. Over to the left wing. From outside the arc. And the 76ers another 3.
And another one from distance. He's hot, and they keep feeding him.
The Bulls have gotten 6 of their first 12 shots to drop in this third. Now here's Dosunmu, guarded by Edwards. Dosunmu, the pass to White. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. White's got 18.
A smooth three-point shot from White, who just had to hit them right back.
With the teardrop. And Butler with the lay-in.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
The 3 from Ball. Edwards pulls it in.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the...
Oh, he packs it down!
That is incredible. Explosive move by White, going right up to the rim.
Yabusele. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got his 3rd assist of the night.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Substitution on the court.
White for three. Gets the three ball to go. White's got 18 points now here in the second half.
Where was the perimeter D on that one? You have to guard against all possibilities.
And so it's Philadelphia, and they're up an insane amount going into the break. Their efficiency has been off. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Butler, and it's McCain in at the two-guard position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Well, the rebounding battle tells the story. There's a big gap between them right now.
Stan, you've coached some great defensive anchors in your time. Who do you view as the best in the game today?
Well, Brian, you probably have to start with Rudy Gobert, but we've got guys like Brook Lopez, Jaren Jackson, Anthony Davis, and then we've got two young ones coming up that could be as good as we've seen in Wimby and Chet Holmgren.
They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, B.A., they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
Here's McCain over Giddey. A nice shot by McCain. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Bulls. No luck on that one. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Yabusele, look that.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
They get it back. Here's Collins. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
The 76ers making a switch here. Council's checked in, and the Bulls also making a change. Ball, he's checked in for Dosunmu.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well, and everything just flows.
And Collins with the slam.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Here's Council. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got his 5th assist in this one. Outside Giddey. From downtown. Doesn't go. That's his 5th miss out of 10 tries. Ball against Butler. Shoots over Ball. Ball with a steal. And now the Bulls in transition. Here's Smith. And it's Bona with a rebound. For Philadelphia, they've gotten all 6 shots to fall in the fourth quarter. Here's McCain. Again, Philadelphia.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
And the bucket is good.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Yabusele sinks the tray. 21 points in the game.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Here's Yabusele. Launches it. Just outstanding. He hits again, and he's still a perfect 9 for 9.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
The name of the game isn't scoring, it's scoring efficiency.
Jones feels it out. Inside. Here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
Pass to Council. The three. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Butler's got his 7th assist here tonight.
During this final quarter, he's erupted from outside the arc. Just assume every three he takes now is going in.
Jones misses. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here. And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the 76ers.
And they got a huge boost from their reserves tonight.
Yeah, the point differential between the two benches was a deciding factor in this game.
Here's Jones. It falls. 5 for 11 in the game.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
Lets it go from deep. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Pass to Giddey. There's the three. Rebound by Philadelphia.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Yabusele. Collins with the rebound. And Ball will bring it up here for Chicago. Down low. And Collins with the slam.
This is what Ball is known for. A selfless player who is terrific at facilitating the offense.
Pass to Bona. Puts up a deep three. The shot by Butler, no good. Here's Collins. So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
All right, now let's check in with Al. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA.